Welcome to another exciting episode of the Thrive Tribe podcast with Jarvis Hall, where we dive into the journeys of inspiring individuals who embody success, passion, and a commitment to bettering their communities. Today, we truly have a special guest with us. She's a dynamic force in the beauty and wellness industry, a dedicated mother, a college graduate, and a proud Memphis native. She effortlessly blends her love for style, health, and family, inspiring many to find their own balance and confidence. Our guest today is none other than Shanna G., a woman who embraces and embodies the essence of a true Southern belle. With a mission to empower others through her beauty and wellness, Shanna's journey is a testament of the strength and grace that it comes from your passions and amidst the challenges of motherhood and the demands of daily life. Today, she shares her experiences, insights, and some actionable tips that will help us all embrace our own paths to beauty and wellness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Shanna G to the Thrive Tribe podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
I am so glad to be here.
Good, I love that. So Shanna, we want to talk about you living in Memphis. We want to talk about the beauty industry, and we're going to talk about some wellness things here.
Okay.
So to give our listeners some point of view of your life, just tell us about like your childhood growing up, your experiences here in Memphis.
Okay, so growing up in Memphis, I don't even know where to begin. So it started off a little rough, you know.
Okay.
I was more on the ratchet side at first, but you know, like high school, people know me from high school, like, you know, I was a little tough. Then it kind of like flipped out of nowhere. I'm like turned into a real girly girl and all about fashion, beauty, fitness, and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say, it's like, do you have siblings?
Yes.
So sisters, brothers?
I have sisters and brothers.
Okay.
It's a lot of us.
Okay, how many? Including you?
5.
5, okay. And
I don't count the other ones.
okay, well,
Yeah.
that's fine. It's the only ones that matter is the ones that matter, you know?
Yeah.
And so we went to high school together. So I want to just kind of give that background.
Oh, Lord. Okay, let's give you.
And we went to high school together, and for you, I know you had a lot of family that went to the school, so
Yeah.
that was really, how was that, like, having, like, close people to you, like, being in your community at school?
It was everything, because it was like I always had a sister or a brother or a cousin. Somebody was always there with me. So it's like once my sisters and cousins started to graduate, I kind of felt a little alone. But, you know, I wasn't scared or nothing like that, because I still had a brother that went to school with me. It was like we stuck together no matter what. So that's kind of like what I was raised off of, sticking together and like always starting with who I finish who I started with, you know, that type of thing, yeah.
No, I love that because at that time, because you're a Virgo, right?
Virgo, yes.
And so it's interesting. So share that about like your mom and your siblings, you sharing that?
Okay, so all of my sisters and brothers, all of us are Virgos, including my mom. So my sister's birthday is September the 10th, and then mine is the 15th.
Yeah.
My other sister's 19, my other brother is the 18th. My mom is August the 27th. My brothers is August the 23rd. So it's like all of us are Virgos. And then my sister about to have a baby.
Okay.
Her baby due on September the 11th. So it's like, damn. Like,
yeah, it's a lot of Virgos.
It's a lot of Virgos.
So how did y'all celebrate birthdays? What was that like growing up? Like, what was it like?
I was always spoiled. So I got my own celebration.
Okay.
Like, I said, Mom, I'm not having a party with them. Like, no, I need mine by myself. So I'm not sharing the cake for the whole family. Like, it's my birthday, and yeah, that's what it's gonna be. But like, it was like, you know, all of us would get together and have like one big little a little party or something. My mom would cook like dinner for like all of us, like one Sunday out of like September, and it'd be like a real big birthday celebration for all of us and give all of us like gifts and things like that. It was really nice.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I remember in high school you won Best Physique.
Yes.
Yeah, you won best physique. So let's talk about. So did you work out during high school?
I was on a majorette team. So like I did some for Kirby, but then I branched off to do it for like a community center. So I was like always active.
So you can dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can dance.
Yes.
Yeah, I can dance.
So you were like active with the community center.
I was active with that. Like I was the captain of the majorette team for that. So I was always into fitness, like working out. So that's kind of like where it started.
Okay.
Like training the girls to like do little exercises and stuff, and I kind of got addicted to working out. So it became like normal to me. So I was like, wow, I'm doing this to like, for the majorette team, but I'm also doing this for me as well.
Yeah. So for the listeners, give them a little example of what you would have the girls doing as far as training.
So as far as training, so we did a lot of ab working out. So because we have our stomachs out and stuff. So I'm like, if my stomach's flat, like y'all gonna have to get it together. Y'all ain't gonna be in no 2-piece because I'm gonna be in one regardless. So because I'm the captain. So
I'm in charge of the girls.
So I'm in charge. I'm gonna have to get it together. So. We did like a lot of ab workouts. We did like running, like extremely like, high cardio, squats and stuff like that. We was in a gym, so we was doing like, it really didn't even require any equipment. Like we was just kind of doing like, a
lot of body weight.
Body weights, yeah.
Good. Y'all did a lot of running?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of running.
Yeah, that's good. And I can see that like when I train usually, because how old were you around this age?
Oh, I think I was like, I've been doing this since I was like 14.
14, yeah. So when I train like adolescent clients like that, even to this day, I do a lot of body weight because I'm really big on form. Yeah. And when people are young, they don't need to be injured.
Right.
And so before you start incorporating all of these machines and weights, it's just a little bit better to integrate and to get them comfortable with. And that's amazing that you was able to do that. Right. And not only do that, but have the foresight of like, if I'm together, the team need to look a certain way.
Right. Because I like for everybody to look good. Like you're gonna have to get it together.
Yes. Now, did any of your other siblings work out as well, or they kind of did their own thing?
They kind of did their own thing. I tried to get my sister to get involved in working out. She'll come work out 2 days and be like, I ain't doing it. I quit. Like, I got you. But she always had like a nice shape, and I'm just like, girl, you could be like so much more, bad if you like do this. Right. she was like, no.
And I always say too, it's like you said, for self-esteem, and then just like you say, it was normal. Like, it became normal to me. So like mentally, you be able to clear your mind, right, and really reward yourself, based on the hard work you put in. Yeah. Because I always say that. I tell, when I'm dating or when I'm talking to people that are really close friends, I always say that, it's not about getting everything right. It's about getting some things right. Right. And when you get that foundation, you're able to build your success based on the things that you're getting right. And then improve on the other things. Right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So with fitness, so going from age 14 to 16, let's just say that, how did you stay active post high school? Oh, okay, so, I had went off to college. Okay. So and, everybody was like saying, oh, when you go to college, you're going to do like the freshman 15 and stuff like that. I'm like, not me. I had like all type of snacks in my dorm. I'm like, so I'm like, let me stay active. So I would go running like around the track or whatever, like walk the campus or whatnot. Oh, it was a little hard because, we going out, we partying, so we kind of like getting off track. So I'm like, I started to see myself gain a little bit of weight. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. I got to prove everybody wrong because I like to prove people wrong. So I'm like, So you would say you competitive? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I like to prove people wrong. So like, they like, you finna go gain weight. You gonna lose that shape. You ain't gonna have no best physique after high school. But look at me now. But, So.
Come on now. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie.
Don't lie. But no, for real. So, so I kind of like started, doing my own little thing. Every morning I would make sure I do some ab workouts. Like, that was my biggest thing because it's like, back then I just was focused on my stomach. But like, as I got older, I'm like, okay, them little hips starting to spread. So let me start doing some little body training, like with some weights and stuff like that. So that's kind of like when I really start seeing like results and stuff like that.
At this point, did you have a trainer, or you're still doing things by yourself?
So I was doing things by myself at that point, and then like I kind of got a trainer after I had my baby.
Okay.
Because once I had him, I had no motivation. Like I was just tired because I had a C-section. So by me having a C-section, it was harder for me to like snap back into working out, even though it's like a mental thing. Like where I had got cut it was like hard for me to do anything with my lower body. So like even when I would do like crunches and stuff and try to work out, it would hurt. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to feel that pain. I don't like that. So I started, I really wasn't working out once I had him. Even though I went right back to my same size, but I was still eating what I wanted to eat, and I wasn't really on track. And so I had to end up getting a trainer. And then they kind of got my mind back focused.
So what was the time from when you had your baby to when you got back into training? What was that time period?
Oh, it took me a minute. Probably like almost a year.
Okay.
It took me like a year. Like it did, because I had to get my mind and my mental together and wrap around like, oh, I really got a baby. Like I tried to work out like on my own, like go running and stuff, but I'll just do it for like 2 days and be like, you know what? I don't feel like doing it. Like I just didn't have no drive to do it.
Okay, yeah. And I love that, because a lot of moms deal with that. They have a baby, they had a fitness journey, and then they have a baby. Yeah. So was there anything mentally, other than letting your body physically heal? What were some of the mental barriers you had to kind of get through to say, okay, it's time for me to just get a trainer and start to take care of this?
Right. I'm gonna say like, oh, it took me, like, I just started, like, gaining weight. Okay. Like, I wasn't controlling.
Like you said, you weren't moving, you was eating what you wanted to.
I was eating. Like, I was doing what I wanted to do. Like, I was with the baby. So, it was like, I was tired. Like, I'd be working tired. I'm just like, I just didn't have a drive to do it at all. So, like, once, they'd be like, go in the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror naked, and like, is this what you want to look like? So, and then I was like, you know what, I'm finna just get some lipo or something. And then so that was like, my guy friend was like, don't get no lipo, like, you don't need no surgery, like, all you gotta do is like work out, whatever. So I'm like, dang, like, everybody else taking a fast route, I can just easily go get this sucked out of me, It was just a little pudge. Yeah. So I'm like, nah, you know what? I didn't want to get no lipo, because I wanted to, like, I want my body to stay natural looking. Like, not saying that I have nothing against, like, people who go get, like, surgery and stuff. Sure. Because they look great, but I know how I want my body to look. Like, I just didn't want that look for my body.
Right.
So, I was like, let me do something.
To supplement. Yeah. And I have clients or potential clients coming to me all the time and say, hey, should I work out or should I get plastic surgery? And I'll say it's totally up to your discretion, right? Because I always say, once you get plastic surgery, it's a maintenance phase. So whether you work out and get in shape, whether you get plastic surgery, you have to maintain both. Right. And it just depends on your lifestyle and finances, really, to see what's going to be able to, be what you can maintain.
I feel that, because that's what I know. I'm like, if I'm lazy now and I really don't feel like doing the workouts and I go get surgery, I'm going to have to work out twice as harder, and if I don't, then it's gonna be a waste of money, one, and then two, it's gonna mess up. Like, I don't want a botch looking body because I didn't went and got surgery and I'm putting fat on top of all of what I just got done. So right. That was one of my things. So I'm just like, nah, you know what? Let me just take myself to the gym.
No, that's powerful, Shanna. I'm proud. Congratulations on that, because you really pushed through a mental barrier with that. So, other than your fitness, what was something that mentally you had to understand or adjust your life around having a new baby?
Oh, I had to change a lot. Okay. Like, I had to change my way of thinking, because at first I would say anything to people. Like, I didn't really care. But like, having a baby, it made me realize a lot of things. Like, you know what, if I go do something to this person, or I ain't gonna have my kid, and who's gonna take care of my kid the way I take care of my kid? So that was like something that kind of like really slowed me down and like make me realize a lot. Okay, now it's time to be for real with your life. Like, this is it right here. Like, no time for games. You got to get about your money, your everything. Like, you can't play no games, because this is somebody that's looking up to me, and like, I love my kid like more than anything in the world. So I couldn't see me doing life without my son. So.
What's his name?
Grayson.
Yeah. Come on, Gray.
Yeah, so he's like everything to me. So like, I used to be like real, like a hothead, So I used to be like, when people would piss me off, I want to go do something to them. But it's just like I changed, and then I had grew closer to God. So it's just like, I look at stuff like it ain't even worth my time or energy. I don't even address half of the things that even happen in my life, or like the stuff that I go through, or like if somebody like do something to me, I don't really even address it anymore, because I'm like, yeah, you ain't worth it. Like,
and then that you don't want that energy, like you say, around having a child.
Yeah.
And if something happened to you, who gonna
have my kid? I mean, I know my mama them, but like my baby loved me to the moon. Like, I couldn't see myself doing nothing to mess that up. Nah.
Okay. So what do you see yourself, like, what are some goals you have as a mother, like, for you and your child? Like, what are some things that if you want to share, some things that you, like a school you want to put them in, or progress sports, or something you just really want to imprint on him? Let me say that.
I want to imprint, first of all, he's going to go to, like, his dad want him to play basketball and become like this big basketball player. I want him to play baseball because, I like that. Like, I want him to play baseball, and also I'm just like, you want him to play basketball, I want him to do something different. But he can do both. But that is the one thing. I really want my child to get into, like, sports. That's something that I'm kind of, like, big on. I want him to be athletic and, like, healthy. Of course, in the Bible. So that's something that I want to, like, instill in his brain, because we go to church on Sundays. He's in, like, Sunday school and all of that. So
he enjoys it?
He loves it.
Okay, good.
He loves it. So, yeah.
It's great. He's so cute, child. He's adorable. All right, so we're going to transition into your success as being a brand ambassador for beauty and hair. Okay. So just talk to me about that journey, what got you into wanting to get into the
brand ambassador?
Yeah.
I think, like, once I got onto, like, Instagram and stuff, and I was, like, having, like, followers and stuff like that, I think, not even really with the followers. I think it was just basically me being who I am. Like, because I know a lot of people and I'm connected to a lot of people. So people would be like, oh, okay, I seen myself, like, once I started purchasing items from people, and like, everybody would be like, oh, what's this? So they would go back to the person that would be like, oh, Shanna referred me. So people like, dang, like, you just sent me all these people, like, let's do business. You're going to be an ambassador. So, like, that's kind of how I first started with being an ambassador. And, like, I love it. I actually do love it.
I love that for you, because it's a good intersect of, like you said, with your family, friends, business, all of that influence. So with social media, I want to just talk about this for a second, because I feel like with our generation, social media started with us. And so we grew up with the development of social media.
Right.
So mentally, like, it kind of messed with us a little bit as far as our goals, our outcomes, how our parents lived versus how we live, our dating.
Right.
So for me, when I first had my Instagram page, it was J Hall of Fame. So it was all about Jarvis. You know what I mean? You remember that?
Yeah,
you remember
I remember
days? So it was J Hall of Fame. And so I would post pictures, and then I really was excelling in my fitness journey. So I started, people started gravitating towards the page.
Yeah.
And I was having a conversation, and it was brought to me that you need to change this page to your fitness business, because I started Really Lead Fitness, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like, I didn't really start my social media for business. I started it for me. But I did realize that social media is evolving, and it's becoming a business tool.
It is a business,
Right, it's like now it is. It's a full job. So I want to just hear your experience of just starting out on Instagram, when you started really hitting a stride, and then, like, what did you do from there?
Okay, so when I first started out on Instagram, like, I was just making a page. I just was like, okay, let me make this page. I was into, fitness. I was downtown on the steps, recording little videos, like showing off my little body. I wasn't showing off. I just was posting.
Yeah.
And like they was taking it the way they wanted to. Then I just started like blowing up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, like who the fuck is all these people talking to me? And I don't really like a lot of attention. I don't like that. It's like, I don't care about being seen. I'm not shy, but I don't really like the attention. It's kind of like,
Does it surprise most people when they meet you?
They do.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
So, like, they be like, I didn't expect you to be like that because I don't really show the way I am on social media. I'm just there to take a picture and, for to promote some hair or some makeup, you know. So, but they don't really know who I am. So, personally, only the people that's close to me that they know how I really act or whatever, because I kind of had that from social media. So like my page was like blowing up. I done had like 3 Instagrams. Like the one that I have now, this kind of like one from I think 2017. I done had one from 2 of them from years ago. I'll get mad or something and be like, I'm tired of these folks talking to me, and I'll just delete my Instagram.
Wow.
And I didn't delete it.
So how many followers they've gotten up to when you deleted it?
Oh, it was a lot of followers. I didn't even care about the followers because I was like, I don't even know these people. Like, why are they following me?
Yes.
So I would like make my page private and then put it back public, and I was just like, it was kind of like that type of thing. I'm like, I don't want these folks looking at me all day. So then I was just like, you know what? Once I made a new one, I was on there posting pictures and stuff, and I started getting like little brand ambassador deals and stuff like that. I had made it public, and I started using it as a business. And I'm like, okay, I don't know these folks. I don't know them. They don't know me. So I was just posting it, and then I just started making money off of it. So I'm like, oh, well, let me keep this open, like know. But the followers, it really don't matter to me because I'm just here to do a job.
Where are you at now with followers?
I think I'm at like 30.9.
Okay, look at you.
Yeah.
It's been growing.
Yes, and I be thinking, I'm like, dang, if I would have never deleted my Instagram like 3 times before this shit would have been popping. But
again, that goes back to what I'm saying about like the perception of social media and how it, how we look at it as a business opportunity,
right?
Versus then versus now,
right?
Right. So being in the beauty industry and being a gorgeous woman, let me put that out there. How do you maintain like keeping your beauty appeal and working out? Because a lot of my women clients, they struggle with that. They're like, Jarvis, I am sweating my hair out, or you are just, I'm trying to have this hairstyle and you working me. So how do you navigate that?
Oh, I got so many tools and tricks.
Okay, please
when I
share.
say, first of all, you either gonna be fine and your hair gonna mess up, or you gonna be like out of shape with a cute hairstyle, and I'm not doing it. So it's just like you're gonna have to choose. So at one point when I first started like having my hair and stuff done all the time, and I'm just like, I don't want to mess my hair up, and I'm like, but I'm not finna sit here and be gaining weight because I got my hair done. So I started researching. I'm a big researcher, so I'm like, what can I do to my hair to not mess it up? So I be protected in the gym, okay? But I like to be cute in the gym, too. Okay. So I get like this little, I think it's called Gym. I can't remember the name of it. I'll tell you once I find it. But it's like a little wrap I put around my head. Okay. I pin my hair up to the top of my head. And then I get in the steam room and everything. But I don't take my hair down until it dry. So when I leave out of there and I take the little shower cap from the steam room off, I leave my hair up until I get home, and then I don't take it off until it dry. Once it dry, it be back normal. Like, it's not puffed up because I have natural hair too. Okay. So I don't have a relaxer or anything. Okay. That's one thing that I do. Or, wrap your hair. You're going to have to choose because I ain't messing my hair up. That's one. And 2, I ain't messing my body up. So I'm going to have to give.
No, that's perfect. So while you're at the gym, so we're talking about that, what are some exercises and stuff that you do to stay voluptuous and have a nice, hips and butt and toned stomach?
Okay. So I'll give y'all my little routine. It's a little one, too. Yes. So my favorite thing to do is when I go to the gym, I do a little warm-up exercise before I start, get my blood running and stuff like that. I get on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. That's kind of all you really need. Somebody told me they be on the Stairmaster for an hour. It really don't take that. Like it's really all about you. I do as much as I can take. I don't do what I seen somebody doing on Instagram because they working out 3 hours. Like I get on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. I do that with my little beats on, listen to my music. I get off there, and depending on what day it is, if I'm doing upper body or lower body, I do the machines because that's what works for me. Like I want my arms toned, my legs to be toned and stuff like that. So depending on upper body, lower body, my favorite is upper body now. Because I feel like I got the lower body already under control, but I want to work on my upper.
So balanced.
It's that. So then after I get done with my workouts, I do like a 10 to 15 minute ab little workout. Because I want my stomach to stay tight and toned. I'm kind of diving into Pilates. So I've noticed like doing those little Pilates exercises, those work with my core more. So you can go on like YouTube and look at like some that you can do at home or at the gym. So I do those, and I have been seeing wonderful results from that.
Good.
Like really fast results. So I don't do like the regular ab workouts no more. I do kind of like more of the Pilates style. And then I go get in the steam room, or depending on how my hair is, I go get in the sauna for like 15 minutes. And that's it. And make sure I eat right.
Yeah, and so next question. So after you leave the gym, what does your post-workout meal look like?
Okay, so my post-workout meal, I drink like a protein shake. My favorite, I go to the vitamin shop. I get the little planter. I drink that once I get done, and then I eat like a little salad, or depending on what day it is, because I try to like eat something like a little on the edge. Sometimes I will go to SOB, our favorite. Yes. And I get the what is it, the Zaka bowl?
The Zaka bowl.
The Zaka bowl. That's my favorite. Add the chicken breast. That's my favorite.
Over medium.
Yes, exactly. You know, like a book. Yes. So that's my favorite. So that's my go-to meal. So that right there, that's all I do.
So I'm so proud of you, because the 4 pillars is movement, nutrition, mobility, and recovery. And you went over all of that. So you talked about the movement you did at the gym. You talk about the mobility, especially with the Pilates. Yes. And you would talk about the recovery with the steam room and the sauna. And we talked about nutrition. So you are... Y'all, take these tips, because homegirl is hitting all of the pillars, and we love it up here, and it looks great.
You know? Thank you.
You're welcome. So what are some of the most common beauty concerns you hear from women, especially mothers, and how do you address them?
Like I always hear them talk about like when they have a baby. I hear a lot of people talk about that. They're like, how I'm gonna lose this weight, or I don't want to have no kid because my stomach, or stuff like that, or they like to just dive into surgery without trying. My tip is, I'm just like, just try first. You gotta at least try, because some people, they need surgery. So I'm not against surgery at all, but I tell them, like, before they dive into that, just try to work out first. Like, if you can't do it, if it's just nothing else that can help you, then go lay on the table. But yeah, just try. That's one concern that I hear, especially once they have a baby.
And so how do you navigate the space of being, being a mother, being an ambassador, being, all of these things, of a friend, family? How do you navigate all of that and stay in shape?
I just keep, I don't know. Like, I just always... I'm busy all the time.
Do you have like a planner? Do you or are you strategizing every week? Like, how are you able to manage these things? Because you're showing up successfully at all these.
I just be going, like, because I like to do everything on time, even though I was a little late today. But I like to do everything on time. So it's like I have it like in my mind, like I have to be here at this time, here at this time. So it's like I'm kind of like going like that.
So you're constantly aware of. The next
I'm aware of everything. So I don't have a planner. My body wakes up at the same time every morning. So it's like...
What time is that?
6:30.
And what time do you usually get to bed?
It depends. Like, depending on what type of night I had before. Sometimes the night can get a little rocky, but so I try to be in bed for real by at least by 10. But sometimes I just can't sleep. I just be up scrolling on TikTok. I'm trying to figure out like what I need to eat for the week, stuff like that. Okay,
so I want to flash back to like your college fitness experience because you worked out there and then you had a trainer afterwards, right? So during that time, did you really incorporate nutrition? Okay.
No.
So you ate what you wanted to?
Yes.
Okay.
I was eating whatever I wanted to eat. And that's kind of like where I started gaining weight.
Okay.
So I'm just like eating like a pig. I'm in college starving. I'm like, Mama, I want some. I'm coming home this weekend. I want some soul food. Like I want cornbread. I didn't have a set diet because I'm thinking in my head like, okay, I was fine all high school. I'm gonna be fine in college, you know. So, man, that weight started hitting me. I said, oh nah. Like I was getting too thick. I was just like, oh my gosh, is this the grown woman body everybody was telling me about? Like I don't want this. Like. I didn't have a diet. Like, I'm eating hot wings.
Okay.
I love eating hot wings. So, like, I'm eating it
what's your favorite flavor?
I love honey hot. Lemon pepper sprinkles, fried hard, ranch, blue cheese on the side. I'm a hot wing type of girl, like, and lamb chops. So.
Oh yes, you know, we eye to eye with the lamb chops, baby. We go in the steakhouse get lamb chops. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So let's transition into your love life and dating.
Joke.
So I really want to start this segment out with. Based on the experiences you've had with dating, what would you tell your younger self, or what would you tell younger girls as far as advice, as far as dating, and then being like a beauty icon, you know, and fitness enthusiast? So talk about that. Okay,
so the advice I would give the younger girls is, I do not stay in any situation longer than you should have. Like, that's kind of like one of the things that kind of stuck with me. That I had a bad experience with staying in places where I no longer belong. Okay. Like, don't stay nowhere because of somebody is doing things for you, financially or whatever. And if you're not happy, leave. The first time they cheat, leave, because they're not gonna change. Like, they're not. It's not gonna happen. Like, they can tell you that, but it's not. I mean, I've never seen that happen before. No one has ever seen that happen before. And I just feel like once a cheater, always a cheater. Okay. And then when you start seeing signs up front that, somebody's not for you, they're not for you. Like, you should already know that. Because if your mind is telling you this, you got this woman intuition that, that this person not for you, they're not for you.
So when did you get the confidence to know, like, did you always have it when you were dating, or what really got you to the point where you were like, no, I gotta get what I want and I gotta go for what I'm asking for?
I've always knew these type of things. That's the thing. I just didn't really care. Okay. It's either because they were doing certain things for me and I liked it, the type of lifestyle. But I'm just like, I can provide this for myself. I don't really need, a man or nobody to do these things for me. Once I realized that and knew that, I can do it on my own, that's when I kind of like realized, like, I don't gotta tolerate that. Like, I don't have to tolerate that. Like, I'm my own boss and I can do things on my own, so I don't have to tolerate things that's not for me. Once I realized that, baby, I was curving people left or right. I'm talking crazy to anybody. Look, baby, you can roll.
Yeah, but you can
go.
Gotta roll.
You got to go. Like, the moment I'm talking about, I'm not putting up with nothing. You can sneeze wrong. You can. There's the door. So I got beside myself,
So are you open to dating locally or at a distance? Does it matter to you?
I don't like dating at a distance. Okay. I do not, because I need to lay my eyes on you, because you need to lay your eyes on me. I ain't no telling what I might do, So it's just like, I need to lay my eyes on you, because I think I have given people so much like leeway in the past, and it's kind of like when I look back on certain situations, I'll be like, girl, you believe that? Like, so I don't be believing nothing. It's like my mind, it automatically like gravitates to bullshit. Like, the moment I hear somebody say something, it's just like a radar just pop on in my head, like, oh shit, he lying. Like, I just be knowing automatically off top. So, like, based off of experience.
Speak up on it.
Yeah, I'm speaking up on everything. Yeah. Like, that's why most men, they don't really want to, like, date me or whatever, because I'm going to say how I feel, and if I, see something I don't like, I'm going to speak on it, because most girls wouldn't, because they feel like, oh, he's not going to do this for me anymore, but I don't be caring.
Okay. I love that confidence. And I always tell guys when I'm dating, I'm like, look, fitness has been the only relationship that I've had where I've put in the work and gotten the direct proportion of results based on what I put in. That. I haven't done that successfully with dating. When you date somebody, just because you put in a lot, don't mean you're just going to automatically reciprocate the effort you put in. Right. So I always use it as a baseline. For me, I use it as a baseline. I'm like, hey, some days I don't feel like doing this. Some days I'm excited to do this. Right. But I know that whatever I put in, I'm going to get out. Right. And I always say, that's why I would tell myself or a person that's younger than me with dating, find your baseline, find your boundaries.
Right. You have to have boundaries. Because if you don't, you're going to get treated any kind of way. And I noticed, like, this whole social media thing, it has, like, the younger girls, they're seeing these girls riding the nice cars. They are on all these trips and things like that. And it's kind of like when you come from something like that and I've already experienced that lifestyle, that does not excite me anymore. It's kind of like when you get to a certain age, or if I see somebody younger than me that's like going through certain things in relationships, I'm just like, she gonna snap out of it in a minute, because she's not gonna care about that type of lifestyle anymore. Like, it's not gonna matter. Like, nothing matters. Like, my peace is everything. Baby, I'm just not dealing with it. So, yeah.
And I'm really with you on that, because I always say I'm the only person I have to wake up and go to sleep with every night, regardless of the situation.
Regardless.
So if you haven't causing a conflict with that person I have to wake up and sleep with, then you're a problem.
Right.
And that problem got to be resolved. Yes. So, all right. So as far as, let's see, Grayson, let's get back to Gray. And so you told me he speaks Spanish. He's been learning Spanish.
Yes, he can speak Spanish. He all day, uno, dos, tres, like, boy.
Okay, yes. Is there any other bilingual people in your family?
Nobody but me.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
I'm learning something new today. I'm listening.
I just be learning stuff. I be all day. Hey, how to say this in Vietnamese all the time.
Too crazy. You too crazy.
I'm self-taught.
Okay. Well, we love that self-thriving energy that you have. Yes. So are there any goals that you particular have for your life in the next 3 to 5 years, maybe 10 years?
Yes. I'm about to start something, but I don't want to kind of like speak on it right now. Okay. You know how when you speak on, I don't want to speak on nothing.
You don't want to jinx it?
Yeah, because I got to pray about it, finish praying about it first.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Okay. So you have some projects that's working out to develop.
I have a lot of projects. I'm getting into, the project thing. So, so I'm working on that. I'm almost done with that. So,
I love that for you. Are there any childhood dreams that you want to fulfill?
I don't even remember.
You remember the childhood dreams?
I can't even tell you what I was thinking about when I was a child.
Why?
Because this shit fucked my life up.
Oh my God. No, what happened? Like, for real. We can talk about it. It's a safe space.
Okay, so, but for real. When I was a kid, I used to be like, my parents used to like spoil me and stuff. And I used to like have my, my little jobs and stuff as a kid. And I was like, dang, I want a man with a whole lot of money. I don't feel like doing none of these. Shit, God gave me exactly that. They told my ass everything which way but loose.
Wow.
So you got to be careful what you ask for real. Like, for real. But I'm just like, that ain't what I want no more. Let me rewind it. I had to do some self-evaluation.
No, seriously, because I can even talk about this podcast. Like, so it started as an idea, right? And then, too, you have to, for me, I'm really big on, you got to have a team, right? So you got to have different people to delegate tasks to. And just really coordinating it and going on that journey of finding that right mix.
Right.
Yeah, you have to get your bearings because otherwise we'll just be living in like idealistic like expectations.
Right.
And it's like even with, and they'll show up in different ways, like with our career, with our dating, you know, with family things, like in relationships that way.
The dating was something.
Do you have a confidant, like a person that you just talk to about everything? Okay.
My friend Tamika, like, we talk about everything. She's like a big sister to me. And
how long you been knowing her?
For a while, and she'll tell me, like, even today, don't go in there running your mouth too much. Like, you know, you still a brand.
Right,
you gotta,
for sure.
She don't play by me, so
good. Yeah. That is good. No, it's good to have a listening ear. You know, especially when we're making decisions and things are right in our face.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So, do you see yourself getting married? And if so, what type of gentleman are you looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for a man of God first.
Okay.
Let's start there. He got to be a man of God. I don't want no man of nobody else that you are worshiping. Nothing against, nobody else.
But that's your preference.
That's my preference. He has to be a man of God, a hard-working man. Like, I don't want no lazy man. It don't matter if you have a job or not. I just want a provider. Like, that's kind of like what I grew up on. So that's what I'm kind of used to. So, some people will be like, oh, I want to go 50-50. With my husband, with my man, I don't mind helping out, but like splitting everything has never kind of been my thing. Okay. So,
can you date a man that's not into fitness?
I think if I do date a man that's not into fitness, I can get him into fitness, because like you gonna either come to the gym with me, or you gonna sit there and be fat, and once you get fat,
that's not gonna fly. No,
that's not gonna fly, because I'm making us nothing but healthy meals, and you gonna be mad because you ain't eating nothing but a salad. I make a little 1-2 here and there.
Cool.
Little 1-2.
Good.
I eat the same thing. So like when men be like, "Can you cook me a meal?" I'm like, "I'm not cooking for you. What you want, a salad?" Nah, I want something else. I'm like, "What do you want me to cook?" Like, because I eat the same thing, but I'll cook. I don't mind cooking for a man. Okay. But I'm not finna be in the kitchen throwing down like I'm your wife and I ain't married. Okay. That's not happening.
So it is. You have the capacity to transition to that role once you're married.
Well, you got to do some things before you get married, because that's kind of like how they, whatever. But I don't mind. But sometimes you can't let men get too comfortable, because when you do, then they kind of start to play with you. They don't take you serious. Like if you doing all of this for a man and y'all ain't married, what is he gonna have to look forward to? Like, where is it gonna go? Like if I was a man and you allow me to do this, do you think I'm gonna marry you? Yeah. No.
Why buy a cow when you get free milk?
Right. Yeah. You gotta give him something, give him a little here and there.
Yeah. Okay. So what advice would you give young women, or even women in general, on some basic fashion tips that they can go to accentuate their body or complement their bodies?
Okay, just their bodies, or not just their like outfits and things?
Yeah, all of that. Are their style bodies? What are some that your go-tos?
Some of my go-tos, I like for myself to be fitted at the top. I feel like if you showing something at the top, don't show too much at the bottom. Okay. So like you gotta have like a little balance. Let me see. What's a fashion tip? So
does it matter if like whatever they're wearing, their hair's up, down? Is it certain outfits that go better with that?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Like if you got like a lot of this out, like your shoulder, I feel like you need to have like an updo, your hair pulled back. This needs to be clear. Like you don't need no hair hanging down from it. Like that's kind of like make your outfit pop. My thing is I like jewelry to like make it pop, like either some cute little earrings, a necklace, a watch. You don't have to overdo it. A lot of people think if you don't have on designer from head to toe, then you can't dress. Like, that's not true. Like, some stuff, baby, I would go to Target. That's my favorite. Target. Yeah. Baby, I would get an outfit out of Target. And people be thinking I got it from somewhere. I'd be like, baby, this outfit, well, they kind of high, so let me not even, but I just be like, this is from
compared
Target.
To designer.
Yeah, like, they feel like you have to have on designer to be cute, and that's not true. Like,
do you get cute gym clothes?
I love dressing cute at the gym.
Okay. Does it help you stay motivated?
Yeah, that's the only thing, honestly, that keeps me motivated. Like, if I don't have on a cute outfit at the gym, I'm not going to be in the mood to work out.
When I say you my twin, that's how I feel. Twin. When I tell you, where have you been? Because, baby, I would have on some hoochie daddies in a stringer tank in a minute. Yeah. And it's just like, first of all, it's real comfortable. And then I work for this. And
that's what I'm saying. Oh, they get the staring when I go in the gym. They be like, I know this girl ain't here. We didn't work. You know how they be. But like when I go to the gym, baby, I'm wearing the scrunch booty shorts. Baby, it's like I don't be trying to overdo it, but that's just the way it be coming. It's just like I'm not here for y'all to see me. This is for me. Like I'm doing this for me. Like that's what makes me motivated. Like if I have on something that's not cute at the gym, I'm telling you, my workout is gonna be trash. Like I'm gonna show up, but it ain't gonna be worth nothing. But I'm gonna be there.
Yes.
But when I have it on in the gym, I'm talking about some cute little shoes, some shorts. Baby, I'm gonna be in there bouncing off the walls.
Yeah. I always recommend it to my new clients when they like, I just really need to get in the flow. I said, girl, order some cute clothes because it's gonna really get you in the gym.
I love cute gym clothes, like, and you can switch the outfits, like you can mix and match. Like I be wearing Nike with Lacey fit. I be wearing all type of stuff. I be mixing and matching. Yeah, like Target. I love Target workout clothes. Like this kind of one of my favorites too.
Good. Yeah, y'all listen because these are some good nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are like, and that's a part of a fashion tip that people don't think about fashion and fitness.
Right.
When you're in the gym.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I feel like if when they say you look good, you feel good. Like that's so true.
Yeah, when you. What did it say? Yeah, that's the saying. I ain't because I'm gonna totally butcher it. But I get to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it too because I order stuff all the time for the gym, and I'm like, okay, this right here, and then I identify my own style, and that's another thing because I would see certain like joggers and stuff. Like I don't like joggers that just have the elastic band at the leg. I like the little zipper so it can be tailored to my calves. Yeah, hug my thighs, real good in the waist. Yes. Yeah, stuff like that.
I like stuff that fits me, like, fitted. Like, I need my whole shape to show. Like, I don't have to, like, I try to cover it up a little bit because sometimes it be a little out of control. And it's just like, I ain't in here trying to, like, steal nobody's man or nothing like this. So, if they looking, they looking. Like, I can't stop them from looking, but I'm going to come in the gym. I like, my shorts to, like, fit. I don't like baggy shorts and stuff like that. I like for it to, like, be Tailor, like fit my waist, right? Because it'd be hard to find stuff that fit my waist. So like if something fit my waist and it got it snatched, them scrunch shorts, they gonna do it.
and I think it's just a big like Southern thing that like for me a long time I had to get out the mindset of, well, you need to put on some more clothes in the gym because we're in the South. And it's like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. And it's like, girl, first of all, I'm working out, and most folks aren't working out. Yes. And so I did the statistics. Over 85% of Americans don't work out. Wow. And when I say 15% of Americans work out, and this is talking about just going to the gym. This is not even talking about doing a program. This is not about getting a trainer. None of that. Wow. This is just actively going to the gym at least once or twice a week.
Oh my gosh.
And like 10% people are on a program, and like 5% people have like a trainer and a focused program. Right. So the numbers are crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I used to be like that. Like not even just with the gym. Like like with my body, I used to be like, well, let me not wear these because they're going to be like, oh, she trying to be seen or she doing too much. I used to try to hide, like, my shape and stuff. Like, I would wear stuff. Like, I would wear, like, stuff and I'll tie a jacket around my waist because I'm like, dang, I don't want them looking at my butt or they're going to be like, oh, she doing this or she doing too much. Yeah. But then I realized, I'm like, I'm not finna be around here, constantly hiding myself and these folks look like, what. But I had to realize that because in the gym, they're like, oh, they gonna be staring at you, looking at you like you crazy. Well, that's their problem. Exactly. Like, cause I know I'm here. I'm here. They can go walk around with some little bitty shorts on in the gym, but when I come around, they want to stare. Baby, they finna have an ass war today. So.
And even like on like that whole mindset of covering yourself up, that leaks into social media. And then you're like, oh, am I doing too much on the internet? And it's like, I see people that all over the world that's dressing how they want to, and I was like, just because I live here don't make make it no different.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would see like certain men, they'll be like, "Oh, I don't want my woman on social media half naked," but I'm seeing you liking pictures of women bent over with it all out. Like, so why don't you, want your woman doing it? That's what you like. Right. But that little statistic with that, I feel like men, when they say they don't want their woman doing certain things, they liked it. I learned that from dating this guy. Like, he would say he didn't want me doing certain type of things, but actually he liked them type of women because like I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah. They like that type of stuff. So I do everything the opposite. What a man say he like, I'm doing the opposite.
You are such a troll. You are a troll when it comes to that, because you like bump your standards. This is what we got going on right here.
Yeah, this what it is.
I love that. So when you're in the gym, do you have like guys that try to talk to you, or do you just keep it pretty much on the fitness?
Depending on what type of environment I'm in. So I work out in the other areas. Yeah. So when I'm out there,
in Cardiff,
they don't try to talk to me. Like some guys, I probably met somebody in the sauna or something, but it don't be on no like relationship type things. It'd be like on some cool, like if you going to this class, let's work
networking.
On networking type thing. So it's never like I'm going to the gym to find a man type thing. Not at that gym, but if I went to Crunch Fitness one day.
Which one? The one off of Germantown Parkway or the one off White Station?
I don't like the one off Germantown Parkway, or I don't like the one off White Station.
Okay.
But I went to the one off White Station, and they was on me like a freaking. That was on me, and I just was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I can't even do a roll. Like, baby, they got their head up my tail. I'm just like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I feel kind of violated at that gym, and I don't like going places that make me feel uncomfortable. Like. I'm watching myself before I get to my car. Like I like gotta watch. Well, I'm gonna watch my back anyway because we in Memphis. But I didn't like that. Like going to the gym and people all over me. I'm working out. I'm trying to do a 1-2. You in my ear? Hey, beautiful. Like, sir, let me get my last set. Like, please leave me alone. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
You want to work out with me? No, I'm by myself. Leave me alone. I want to work out alone. But it's a difference between those two gyms. Over there, they don't bother me.
Good.
Everybody's in their own world. I go in, work out, and I leave.
Do you have pretty good experiences of working with trainers? And were all your trainers male or were they female?
I worked out with nothing but male trainers, and I did have great experiences with working out with each male trainer that I've had. They have taught me a lot, like with like technique and like doing things the correct way. Eating habits they have.
Good. And you said, so you always been into mobility, because I know you're doing Pilates now, but what were you doing prior to that? Was it yoga? Was you just stretching on your own? What was that?
I was into I was doing like intense like little workouts, but I started to get a little thick, so I kind of just tried to slow it down because I didn't want to be, I don't like being like too thick, just a little thick. So I had to kind of switch it up. Okay. So yeah.
Good. All right. So what are some strategies that you can give out as far as just finding like your peace and balance in life? Because so you say you really pray, so you're into your spirituality. Yes.
One thing that I can say is journaling. That helped me a lot. Like especially like if a lot is on my mind, I learned to stop going to people about certain situations, especially if it's something like serious. I learned to take it to God, because when I was taking it to other people, it was getting twisted and turned different ways, and people were being judgmental. So I feel like if you're going through something or battling something, most definitely pray about it, journal about it, work out. That helped me through a lot of things in life, just from staying active. That's another reason how I got like super fit, because I was like dealing with something and like going through something, and it helped me a lot because it took my mind off of it. So once I started seeing it like, dang, this make me feel good, and I'm not thinking about this anymore, I started really going in, because I really stopped giving a fuck about it. But
because you have a focus point.
So that's kind of like what really like pushed me to get in shape. and it motivated me a lot.
Let's go to the journaling, because that's something I really struggled with when I first started journaling, because I had so many thoughts, I just couldn't get it on paper. And so I dedicated a whole year as far as just writing one word every day. Really prompting myself that way. And then I be singing all the time. So songs come to my head, I'm just gonna start singing it.
Right, that's me. I sing.
Yeah, so I was like, let me start writing these lyrics down then. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm obviously getting inspired by it. If I hear a word, I need to know a definition, I'll write that down. So do you have any prompts or anything that you do as far as journaling or with devotions?
So with I do a lot of journaling.
Okay.
So I don't talk about like a specific topic.
Okay.
Whatever is on my head, in my mind, on my brain, that's what I'm writing about. If somebody, I just start writing. I just pick up the pen and start writing. Sometimes I like write out my prayers and things like that as well. So like I do that a lot. And then like right now I'm going back. I went back to read like from when I first started journaling. And it kind of like made me reflect on a lot of stuff. I'm like, dang, I feel about this person. I don't even feel like this no more. Or like it's very, very like encouraging to like see something that you was going through and see how you would react to it now. Because like when I go back all the way from when I was like dealing with certain things in life and I read past stuff, I'm just like, wow, like I wouldn't even have done it. Like I can't believe I did that. Like I like to do this. So I think it's very important to kind of journal, especially when you're dealing with something and you don't have nobody to talk to. I don't recommend you really talking to people unless you're talking to a therapist or something. But everybody's battling their own things and dealing with their own things in life. So I feel like journaling kind of helped me deal with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so I remember having a brief conversation with you when you were telling me about you have a word for the month.
Yes.
And just talk to me about that and just share some of the words that you've had over the month and what does that do for you? Like,
yeah, okay. So every month, the beginning of the month, like I would just like reflect on what happened the previous month. So like this month my word is fulfill.
Okay.
So like that's what I don't even know, like the words just come to my head and I'm just like, be my word for the month. I write it on my board. I write out the definition. So that gives me kind of motivation, like, okay, if fulfill is my word, and I have to fulfill every task or everything that there is that I want to complete, for this month and do. So I try to stay dedicated to like the word that I find. And I don't even know, like I was thinking the other day, like where am I just come up with this stuff. I think, what was the word for the previous month? I think it was, I can't remember. Did I tell you the word for the?
I can't think of the word right now off the top of my head.
I can't think either. It was something.
It was a good one because we had really bonded on that.
Yes, we talked about it. What was that word?
So yeah, I can't remember that word. We'll have to come with part 2 on that one. But so for me, my word is excavate.
You did tell about that.
And so it's to pull things out of the ground like gems, fossils, and old knowledge. Yes. And it really goes into reflection and honoring things in the past and yourself in the past.
Yes.
But Shanna, I want to wrap things up today and talk about your we talked a little bit about your future goals and aspirations, but what's one piece of advice you just want to leave today the audience to hear? Say it. You can say whatever.
My piece of advice that I do want to give people is to be yourself. Always be yourself. Never change. Stay true to yourself. People they're going to think whatever they want to think about you regardless. So you might as well just do whatever makes you happy. Especially in life, relationships, like whatever. Don't hold on to nothing that you should not be holding on to. Let go and let God.
I love that. And where can our listeners connect with you and follow your journey?
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram, Shanna.g__. TikTok, Shanna Wayna. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And for future podcast episodes, you can follow the Thrive Tribe podcast with Jarvis Hall on all podcast streaming platforms. Instagram, Really Elite Fitness Co. and Thrive Tribe Pod. Facebook Jarvis Hall, and YouTube Thrive Tribe Podcast with Jarvis Hall. Thank you so much, Shanna, for being here. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me. Like, everything was amazing. Like, I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.